Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of your favorite weekly sports talk show.
So aggressive.
You guessed it, baby. Sideline Banter. I am your host, Cooper Pose, joining me as always.
Ooh, he hit that high note.
Weston Murphy. How you doing, Weston?
Hey, that reminded me of when you introduced yourself as me at that concert.
I do remember that. Me and Weston were at a concert one time. It was
Revolution.
Yeah, but it was like that festival.
Pot of Gold.
Pot of Gold.
You were under the influence.
I was under the influence
heavily
of some vitamins and
some medicina.
Somebody who we were with, family, came up. It was somebody Weston was dating. Came up to me and introduced himself to me, and I said, "Hi, I'm Weston Murphy."
Right next to me, and she already knew who I was, and both the person I was dating and the other person looked at him like he was a complete psychopath.
It was awesome. That was a good time.
And we said, "No, you're actually not Weston Murphy, but I am."
Hey.
And I'm ready to talk some fucking sports.
So am I. I'm ready to go.
And we're going to go ahead and have a little prayer for Spencer because he's not here with us tonight. Had to celebrate his father's birthday. Shout out our loyal listener, Stuart Steinke.
Happy birthday.
Stuart Stan Steinke
Happy
in my
birthday
heart.
as well.
Happy birthday, my guy.
Happy birthday. But we are joined with a special guest we've had on before, our roommate, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Evan Gilbert.
Mr. Charger himself.
Evan is going to be the guy in the chair tonight. He's going to be giving us all of our feedback, our stats, our statistics, our schedules, our picks.
Let me tell you guys something. This chair is quite comfy.
Yeah, this guy has a blanket over his legs. He looks satisfied over there.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's chilly in this house.
It's very chilly.
We keep it cold.
I mean, I'm pretty sure all of our windows are open like all day. Mine's open all day, every day.
Hey, but I'll tell you what. I ain't never paying for no heat.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
that's facts.
No.
Give me a cold 24 hours.
Stop.
24
You know what I will pay for, though?
A nice hoodie to put on to combat the cold.
Oh, I almost jumped the gun. Before we get to the show tonight, which we got a hot show tonight. We got a lot of good topics to
Hot?
talk
What are you
about.
going to do?
Hot.
Everything little you live when
We got to talk about the
I heard
Arizona.
you're belly dancing.
We got to talk about the Arizona legend. The belly dancing threw me off a little bit. Brock Purdy. We're going to talk about the Emmanuel Acho Bowl. A lot of good things that happened this last week. Very excited to talk about T-Law. Is he the guy now? Is he becoming the man that we thought he was going to be? First round draft pick? Who knows? But in order for you guys to find out, you have to follow us at _Sideline Banter on Instagram and Twitter. Hit us up on YouTube as well at Sideline Banter. Hit that like, subscribe button.
Yeah, I rolled more tweets out for you guys this weekend. I was live tweeting the games as best as I could in the morning when I was following along pretty closely. I was firing through some live tweets, giving you guys some updates.
It's chilly in here.
I was pretty proud of my performance on Sunday. It died pretty quick, but I was giving my best shot pretty early on, and I'm going to try to do that more often when I have the free time to be able to tweet while I Sunday watch. Sometimes I'm multitasking, so I can't always get it off, but
I got to bring the C-Post Sports back as well. When I was tweeting hot back in college, when I was on that shit every day, I got to start doing that again. So it's a little on me as well, but
hey, we got to put that shit on.
got to put that shit on.
Hey.
What happened to him, by the way? We haven't heard from him in a while.
I don't know. I think
What happened to AB?
I think he's down bad. Kanye's pretty much done, and he probably cut AB off, and AB
Kanye's
is
coming
down
back,
bad.
though, I think.
Wasn't
Wait,
AB?
which is
Wait,
no.
guys. AB was in a standoff against the
That's
police.
what I'm saying. What happened? Like, because he left his house?
Did they kill him and clone him?
Nah. If they did, then hopefully he's sane so he can come play for Pittsburgh again. You
He's
know what I mean?
regular again.
He's just like,
Hi.
call God.
Hi.
God did.
Hi, I'm normal.
Hi.
I'm normal.
Hi. No, he would say hi. I'm Antonio. He wouldn't be AB anymore. But
Antonio Banderas.
you know what he probably used to lock his door in that standoff?
A
broom, baby. Let's jump to it. Sweeping the socials. We had a lot of really good questions again this week. We're going to try and limit it a little bit so that our one segment doesn't take over the whole show like it's been the past couple weeks. But you guys have just been asking us really great, juicy questions, and we really appreciate it every week.
We're going to button through it, huh?
We're going to what?
Button through it.
But
Like run, but in some accent.
I said button through it.
Oh, burn.
Oh, burn.
through it.
Okay.
All right.
It's got to be.
You should probably cut that one out of the playbook.
It's got to
Yeah.
be, right? A little bit?
Hey,
Just a little bit.
I'm just out here doing my thing.
Yeah, I respect it. But hey, let's get to it. Who
All
asked
right.
us a question this week?
Hey, we got some questions. I'm not going to lie. So our first one, we kind of talked about this off camera already. Blake Elliott, we'll shout you out, but this question is absolutely asinine, and we couldn't even find the answer when we looked it up. So you definitely go ahead and reply to this, and you let us know. But he asked, name me the two Cardinals players that got drafted by the two players that got drafted by the Cardinals that won Super Bowl MVP with a different team. I couldn't fucking tell you, buddy, but you just go ahead and let us know, and we'll definitely...
I feel like it would be obvious now if he's asking that question.
Yeah, and I really can't think of it. And we did our due diligence looking it up for like all of 2 minutes, and I didn't see much.
No, I tried to look it up today at work when I was looking at him.
Yeah, didn't find anything?
I think it's just too specific of a question to like Google search.
Was Kurt Warner one of them?
Yeah, but he didn't get drafted by the Cardinals.
Yeah.
He didn't get drafted by anyone. He was bagging groceries.
Yeah.
They made a Hallmark movie about him. That's how you know he's made it.
He's a UDFA.
Oh.
Facts.
Undrafted free agent.
There you go.
That's me right now. If any teams are looking for a solid special teams player.
I would literally pay to watch Cooper fucking try and cover a punt in the NFL. That would be dope. Bro, the jammer would literally put you in the stands.
Nah, he wouldn't catch me.
Oh, C-post burners.
C-post burners.
All right, first question. A little bit of a miss, Blake. You get back to us on that one. Second question by our esteemed guest in the comfy chair tonight, Evan Gilbert.
Ooh.
And this is a great segue into Mr. BP Big Nuts that you dropped earlier, Brock Purdy. He wants to know, why didn't the dumbass Steelers take Kenny Pickett over Brock Purdy when he's clearly better anyways?
Okay, this is going to be a hot take, but I was already thinking about it. Like, Purdy has everything set up for him so nice already. Like,
his situation is
fire. He could be the best quarterback from this class just based off of the situation he's
100%.
And
hey, that's half of it,
yeah,
baby.
I'm not taking anything away from Purdy because I think he's going to be a dog.
I like that you recognize that Kenny really got himself into a poverty franchise situation. Like, he walked into a very bleak, dark, definite situation compared to Purdy. Like, yeah.
They're not a poverty franchise, first of all.
Well, you acknowledge the fact that Purdy walked into a really good situation.
The Niners are loaded up. Yeah, of course. They have CMC. They have Deebo Samuel. They have the number one defense in the NFL.
And perpetual playoff visitors.
Kittle. And they have George Kittle.
Yeah, what do you guys have? TJ Watt, and that's it?
Yeah. Exactly my point.
Poor
TJ Watt. Deontay Johnson's a fucking 50-50 every week. George Pickens is that man right now, but we can't seem to get him the football. Najee is still picking him up and putting him down finally, but it's like...
Poor Kenneth, frankly. He should probably request a trade and maybe go play backup in Dallas.
Ooh.
That'd be a good situation.
This guy's team becomes good, finally, after years. And he thinks he can speak like that.
I mean, anyway.
We're talking poverty franchise?
That's what I think.
Okay. Okay, buddy.
I'm pretty sure, were you guys tanking earlier type shit?
Obviously not, because we won 5 fucking games. We don't even have a top 10 pick anymore.
Yeah, low-key. It was definitely counterintuitive to your production.
Yeah.
That's fire. You guys should win like 1 or 2 more.
We're probably gonna. Unless we lose, like if we lose to the Panthers this weekend, then it's might as well just be full tank. Like we might as well just, like, what's the point of going out there?
We had another situation last year where it depends on like the very last
it won't
game of
though.
the season.
It won't.
We're
out of it.
And then they tie it.
And then the Chargers don't call a timeout and we tie. And
the top 3 teams right now to like the top 3 teams to take that last spot are the Chargers, Jets, and Pats. We're so far out of it.
I hope we get it, dude.
We're so far out of it.
Anything can happen.
Cleveland is so far out of it. And
there's enough time.
There's one more. I mean, anything could happen, but we literally have to be.
Anything is possible.
We have to be.
Shout out KG.
We have to beat Carolina.
Oh.
I don't know who we play after Carolina, but then we close the season out against Cleveland and Baltimore again. So.
Who? Cares? You're the only Steelers fan that listens
you
to our show.
You literally just said anything is possible, and I gave you the situation how it maybe could be possible.
Hey, it could be. You know what? You cross your fingers and toes, and we'll come back to that in a couple weeks and see where they're at. But ultimately, I think we need to get down to the point. Brock Purdy is a dog.
Oh yeah, he's a dog.
But certified.
I'm gonna be straight up here. Kenny Pickett is also a dog. I think Cooper made a good point. Situations matter a lot here. Brock Purdy walked into probably the best possible situation, I think.
Without a doubt.
Offense is just really clean and cut and laid out, and they said that he came in and was the hardest worker in the room, really got the system. If
You're saying he's like Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Trent Williams really gave him high praise,
what?
bro.
Peyton Manning? Come on.
That's wild. Coming from someone that is literally nicknamed Mr. Irrelevant because he was the last pick and then being equated to Peyton Manning 3 weeks later. Super crazy. We just got done watching the Mic'd Up before this episode kicked off, and we watched Brock Purdy dap up Tom Brady at the end of the game, and he literally referred to him as sir when Tom Brady said, "Good game, keep going," and he said, "Thank you, sir, I will." And that's just the most Brock Purdy shit I ever heard, bro. So Chandler legend. Perry Puma definitely showing off in the league.
He's a nice guy.
He is the nicest guy I think ever made. He's a perfect guy. He's literally James McGee kind of 2.0 type of thing.
James McGee, probably the best guest we've ever had.
Yeah, honestly, James McGee is the Brock Purdy situation.
That guy knows. That guy knows some sports talk.
That guy knows life talk.
I mean,
he's just a genius.
I mean, yeah, he does. But like every word that came out of his mouth when we had him on when we had him on the pod last year, that like I was literally thinking to myself, like, dude, this guy's gotta go. He's gonna take the pod. Like,
hey, shout out James, we miss you, brother.
People aren't gonna want to listen to it anymore if me and Weston are on. They keep bringing James. Like, oh, this guy sounds like he knows what he's fucking doing.
Come back, James, whenever you're in town. Hope you're enjoying Dallas.
But yeah, the Brock Purdy
and his girlfriend's a listener too, Christy. Shout out Christy.
And isn't she a Steelers fan?
I believe so.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, they went to a couple games this year.
More than just one Steelers fan.
Oh yeah.
The pod.
Then she's probably been upset we haven't been talking about that poverty franchise recently.
Oh my god. Okay, we're moving on. But
come on, dude. Your team thing is literally a towel. Probably to clean up all the shit.
Our team thing is literally a what? A towel?
A towel.
Clean up all that stinky doo-doo.
Yeah, clean up all that stinky doo-doo.
It's the fucking terrible towel. And don't disrespect it because you know this towel is cursed. If you disrespect this towel, your team gets a nasty turnaround.
Is going to lose to the Texans? Oh, wait. Psych. Ooh. You thought. Dak Prescott.
I was going to defend you guys tonight for that loss, but never mind now.
What loss?
Or for that dub, sorry.
That big dub?
It was not a big dub. You guys.
Yeah, it was game-winning drive against the team.
Drive down against
shows Dak can do it.
Win Texans.
Doesn't matter.
Win Texans.
Shows that we can come back from adversity and win.
The win Texans.
We're getting off topic, dude.
Win Texans. You're the one who brought him up.
Yeah, the Dak Prescott.
And the stinky doo-doo towel.
Yeah.
You guys played the Jags this weekend,
You're the one that had
right?
to defend Stinky Doo-Doo Towel and got mad and brought up my team. Anyway, let's move on from Stinky Doo-Doo Steelers Towel. Brock Purdy, dog. Give him his flowers. Kenny Pickett, also a dog. We'll see how both of them kind of fare. I think Kenny Pickett's in a better situation just because he was a first overall or first round pick for the Steelers. But I hope Brock Purdy keeps his stay and definitely continues to get a little bit of love.
He played into a contract just off that one game.
100%. I think so. And beating Brady, like, it's really solidifying that he can do this. Like, if he gets put into this same system somewhere else, I think he could thrive as well. So I'm proud of Brock Purdy. I think he's going to actually do something for real. He might go on a run with this team. The way that he's fucking cooking right now, shout out.
If there's anybody's opinion that you should care about being proud of you, it's definitely Sideline Banter.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
That was my first thought.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
I think everybody's first thought is, what does Sideline Banter think about Brock Purdy?
Oh my God. After the game was over, they're like, oh my God, I cannot wait.
Tune in Sideline Banter.
To hear what Sideline Banter is going to say about Brock Purdy. Holy shit.
I can't wait to hear what Weston says about it. And then see that stinky doo-doo towel. Boom, roasted. So we got another question here. Oddly enough, I was roasting, saying that nobody liked the Chargers besides Evan and doesn't refer to any questions about the Chargers besides Evan, so why do we continue to talk about them? And I'm going to go ahead and eat my words. I'll do it because I got proven wrong. Shout out J. Wood Josh. Josh Wood. Said, if the Chargers make the playoffs, could they be contenders? No.
No.
Oh, really?
If our defense plays the way we played against the Dolphins, I think so. But that's the first time we've seen a good Chargers defense all season.
Hey, let's get your best Dolphin impression. Okay, on spot.
Wait a minute.
All right, that's fair.
That was a little sus.
No, you should have done a Finn at least, but we'll take it. All right, he's a dog.
Oh, God.
I hate that I just did that.
I do too.
So
No,
much.
the defense did look really good against the Dolphins. They scored that fucking gimmick ass touchdown with Tyreek, and other than that, they made him look really ordinary. Tua did not look good, and
Tua looked bad.
yeah, things that were working earlier in the
looked
season seemed to be
bad.
neutralized. Like they couldn't get the
Yeah,
ball in the
but I mean-
playmakers' hands, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was talking all the shit in the world. I thought the Dolphins were gonna run it up on them.
That's the NFL though. Like literally, Tua. People were talking about all season long how Tua's made like major strides, and then he has one bad game, and everybody reverses and says like, "Oh, is Tua back to how he used to be?" Like that's the thing,
True.
and we've talked about it so many times on the show. Like it's all about what you're doing right now. Like you can be like Jalen Hurts is considered an MVP candidate right now, and he could go out and throw 4 interceptions next weekend, and people will be like, "All right, pump the brakes on the Eagles." Like, are they really that good? Like, you just for an example, like that's
For
how
sure.
it is. Like,
Yeah.
literally,
But-
like next week if the Dolphins go out and win, it's gonna be, oh, was that Chargers game a fluke? Are they back? Like, it's gonna be just whatever is going on currently. That whatever stirs up conversation. That's how everything is always looked at.
I agree. There is a huge double standard with success in the league, but I think ultimately too, like you have to take it with a grain of salt because consistency is so important when you look at these franchise quarterbacks. Like that's what sets apart these guys that are elite from these guys that are like middle tier, which Tua is on the fringe of. Like Herbert is
Yeah.
definitely above the fringe, I think, in consistency wise, and is above Tua at this point. But there's still guys that you're wanting to completely solidify themselves. Like I think right now we can all agree like Patrick Mahomes is a bona fide guy that goes out every week and he gives you the best chance of win no matter what.
Yeah.
Like he's bringing you 100%. I think maybe not as much
2 or 3
so
picks
this
last
year
week,
just
though.
because of the situation, but that's almost like how Rodgers has been in the past. Like every time he's on the field and he has the ball, you know you have a chance to win, you have a chance to score, and not everybody in the league is like that. There is 100 ways that you could think that you could neutralize these guys that are in the middle to below tier, but these guys that you know are undeniably like able to win and change games on their own.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see your cost or quarterback bloom into consistency wise. And sometimes when you see these setbacks, like we saw with Tua against a team that doesn't have a renowned defense in the Chargers, it makes you scratch your head and you're like, okay, this is a game that he should have come out and been full throttle ahead, matchup wise, scheme wise, and they played on a Monday night. They had all the time to.
Huh?
They had all the time to prepare, and you would have liked to have seen that offense. I mean, it's a good reference, full throttle in reference to the fastest team in the NFL, and they looked slow on Monday night. So like, was it Monday night? Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Excuse me. Yeah, Sunday night. But
Monday night was the stinky Patriots versus the smelly Cardinals.
and you can't put that blame all on Tua, but it's still something that you would like to see in that situation where the team might not be playing to the standard that we've seen him before. Tua needs to be that guy that elevates everybody else. And we see that in Justin Herbert. We see that in Patrick Mahomes. We see that in Aaron Rodgers. Maybe not as much this year and
Kenny
having struggled.
Pickett.
But no, we don't see that yet. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of I think what I think Dolphins fans are probably believing in Tua no matter what. Maybe the common fan is waiting to put that stamp of approval on Tua. Because he has wavered so many times in his career, whether
Well, this
that's
is the
college
best
or the
he's looked
NFL.
as well. And that's back to what I was saying too. Like this is the best he's looked in his whole career, and this is definitely probably the worst game he's had all year long, unless I'm missing a game. But like, it's the thing that I've said before. That's what I hate about like the whole like what you're doing for me now. Because like Tua could come out next week, and Ty said it best about the Cowboys game on the Pat McAfee show. Like, everybody's sitting here saying, like, oh, the Cowboys frauds. But, like, if they go out and they beat Philadelphia in a couple weeks, nobody's going to give a shit about that Houston game. Like,
Exactly.
If Tua goes out and he balls out this weekend, nobody's going to give a shit about that game. Like,
Fair.
nobody's going to care. Like, it's going to be all forgotten about. Like, maybe not all forgotten about because we kind of have the Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow rivalry now. Like,
It just won't
Tua
play as
and
big of an
Herbert,
effect
yeah.
as everybody thinks it would.
Tua and Herbert kind of will probably have their own rivalry now that Acho's kind of pushing for that, and like they were drafted back to back, so like I would be surprised, or I wouldn't be surprised if that there was like a narrative that got pushed between the two of them now because everybody just wants the big quarterback showdowns every weekend now. So like,
Let's get his opinion. What does he think? You said no.
Oh yeah, I mean our defense just is
You don't have enough faith.
no like. It was one of our best outings. Well, in one.
Oh, yeah, we
So
were
here's
talking
my
about the
question: is
Chargers.
why didn't the Dolphins run the ball more?
Jeff Wilson got injured.
They have Raheem Mostert still. He's solid.
He's not every damn back, that's for sure.
But still, you got a team that gives up. Within the last 5 weeks, we've been averaging up a total of 140, 150 rushing yards alone.
I agree, and you would think Mike McDaniel would understand that and really pound the rock.
Even if you don't have a running back, put Tyreek Hill in a jet sweep or something.
Gaskins still?
Fair.
We're not good.
I don't know.
Miles, right? That's his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who?
Miles
Gaskin.
Gaskin.
Oh,
He doesn't get any
I
time.
think he's injured.
I think.
And they have that Ahmed dude.
Oh yeah.
He's fast.
I think regardless,
Ahmed.
I think the Chargers, in my opinion, can be a sleeper team in the playoffs because of Justin Herbert solely.
All the weapons getting healthy at the same time
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
for
Mike
sure.
Will coming back was
Made
made
the
an impact to our offense in a huge way.
I mean, that's the difference maker. He scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, if your offense is fully healthy,
and
then
he had all of his catches were absolutely sick, dude.
Yeah.
because I mean, when you think about it, most of the Chargers' struggles this year have been because Keenan and Mike have been able to.
They haven't been able to
stay on the
produce those
field.
big plays.
Yeah. So, I mean, at one point,
Now they can flip the field.
Chargers' offense was kind of like
Stagnant as
It looked
fuck.
good.
They were
It
looked good this
It looked
weekend.
good, yeah.
But before they got them
Yeah,
back.
Yeah,
was-
they were
yeah.
They were sitting down below with Pittsburgh in terms of big plays because
Mm-hmm.
they couldn't get anything moving on the field. We
Yeah.
all know how bad that Pittsburgh offense is. So I think if the offense is completely
Some may
healthy,
say stinky doo-doo.
I think if the offense is completely healthy, I think the Chargers could make some noise in the
Dude,
playoffs, especially in the AFC.
Wait, I kind of want to change my answer though,
What's up?
because there's still a chance that Rashawn Slater could come back in time for playoffs.
That's a
and
difference
Joey
maker.
Bosa.
Yeah, Bosa. If Bosa
Shit, Bosa
comes
hasn't been
back,
playing this
that's
whole
If they
time.
both
Yeah.
come
Man, I
back,
didn't know that.
That's
I
a
think-
big.
I think we can make a. I think we can make.
Dude,
a
is
push.
he
Facts.
ever gonna play a full season? I'm not trying to roast him.
I think he
being
did last year.
Did he
played,
last year?
He played most of the season.
Oh,
last year.
the other brother was hurt last year,
Yeah,
right?
Nick
Okay.
Bosa was.
They both. I mean, they're just both insane athletes.
Yeah, they're incredible. But
So I'll say yeah. If those two come back, yes.
Yeah, I definitely think that they could. Just because the offense is clicking right now with those weapons coming back, there's not a lot of film of them
Yeah.
all on the field together. They're going to be hard to cover no matter what, especially if there is depleted secondaries as we get later into the season, which we are seeing because people are trying to get DBs at a rapid rate right now. There's a lot of injuries. Yep. Shout out Cowboys picking up Trayvon Mullen after he got dropped. But let's move on to the next
by
question.
who?
The Cowboys, but he got
No,
dropped by them.
by the
Sorry, Cardinals.
Which, by the way, we can't wait to watch Hard Knocks again tonight.
With our Dave's Hot Chicken.
Hey, yo.
Dave's Hot Chicken.
Dave's Hot Chicken sponsor us. We're still out here plugging.
Yeah, we're still out here.
I like it spicy.
We didn't get it last week though because no Hard Knocks.
Facts. Jace Plant 9. Shout out Jace, boy. Said who are going to be the starting QBs or who starting QBs starting next year? Add future rookies like CJ Stroud, etc. Who gets drafted this year QB wise?
Stroud, Bryce Young, and Levi. However, is his name
Levis.
from Kentucky. Levis.
Will Levis, yeah.
Yeah. Did you see people are comparing him to Big Ben and Stafford?
He has insane arm talent.
But that's kind of wild, though.
Have you seen his throwing tape?
I have seen his throwing tape, but
he's got a wild arm.
he has
But
a
yeah,
wild.
it is.
They were saying the same thing about Malik, though. And look what Malik's done in the 2 games that he's played in. And Tennessee's got a
Will Levis's arm is night and day in Malik's.
okay, maybe. But
You can just tell. From
so yeah, he'll probably people. Well, there was a report that came out that somebody saying he should be the top quarterback prospect, and not Bryce Young or CJ Stroud.
I think Bryce Young is going to be iffy, bro. He's so small.
He's so small. I've been saying the same thing. And
I don't think Bryce Young starts next year.
there's
No way.
a difference between
Can't.
There's a difference between Kyler Murray small and Bryce Young small. Bryce
Kyler
Young
Murray
is
has size on
Yeah,
Bryce Young.
Bryce
His
Young is
shoulders are
like-
way more broad.
Yeah.
He's got a bigger stature.
Bryce Young is petite small.
Yeah.
he could get broken if he gets hit hard.
I
enough.
mean, he has in college. That already shows you. I mean, I hate to say it, but shout out Throw God. He said that if you're getting injured in college, consistently already, your little weekend body is not ready to play in the NFL.
CJ Stroud to me. Well, what's the draft order? I don't have my phone.
I don't either, but Stroud is.
NFL Rumors tweeted the draft order. I think yesterday because the top 5 has been shaking up a lot. Seattle has the number 2 pick because of their trade with Denver.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That is absolutely insane.
So they could get a QB if they don't fully believe in Geno, but I heard Geno, dude.
All right, here's the top 10 right now after week 14. Houston number 1, Seattle number 2 via Denver. Chicago number 3.
I don't really care about the draft order as much as the QBs available.
That's what I'm saying. This will determine who drafts quarterback because some of these teams don't need a quarterback.
Well, all we need to think is who needs a quarterback.
Houston.
Because they're going to get drafted eventually.
Houston for sure. Like, yeah, bro, all these teams, the top 10 is actually insane because it's Houston, Seattle. They might draft a quarterback, but honestly, in my opinion, I think Seattle needs to wait for Caleb.
But, dude, Gino's up, and you know when they're talking to his deal, like expected deal is 80 to 120.
No way.
No.
Yes.
No way. He won't.
By the way, he's been playing.
Not if he doesn't get them in the playoffs.
Bro, that was reported by Jordan Schultz. He said Gino is looking for 80 to 120 million.
Get it.
By the way, he's played.
That. He's not going to get that. No way.
They've already been. I think they've already been in negotiating talks.
Maybe max 80. Max 80 with the
I think that was the floor.
Max, yeah. Gino's fucking. He's ignorant for that. Bless you. He's ignorant. Bless you. Okay, well, Seattle's number 2. Like Detroit's number 4. They've already said that they're going to stick with Goff. Probably they think that he's quarterback of the future because he's been playing pretty well. This whole year he's been playing well.
Their offense looks so explosive.
Philadelphia, like bro, all these teams, like Philadelphia's in the top 5, bro, because of their trade with the Saints last year.
That's just absurd.
Like that's insane. The Cardinals are at 6, Colts are at 7. They might need a quarterback.
What did the Eagles even draft at 5? Just defense.
Receiver?
Defense.
They
just
don't
signed
need a
Brown.
receiver. Yeah, they don't need a receiver.
They do need another receiver.
Yeah,
Gainwell needs to go.
And someone
Yeah,
else.
but why? They have Goddard already. They have Goddard. They have AJ Brown. They have Devontae Smith, who's proven to be a solid 2. He's starting to come alive a little
Imagine
bit.
getting a burner at receiver.
Brown and
Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah, you need another guy.
Because
Gainwell probably won't get recent.
Their D lines
Gainwell
solid.
Running back.
Plays both. But he's played.
I think, what about Quez Watkins? He's lucky.
That's who I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Bro, yeah, this top 5 is kind of like we might not see like. Dude, all these teams don't need a quarterback. Houston needs a quarterback.
Seattle's iffy.
Seattle's iffy. Indy, but they're at 7. Panthers are at 9, and Falcons are at 10. So 4 teams, but Falcons just drafted Ritter. Are they going to give up on him that quick?
Depends, I think, who's there.
This is a great question, but this is kind of hard to answer right now because we really only know the top 10. Like, and a lot of these top 10 teams don't.
I don't know if we'll even see any of them start right
Cardinals
away.
obviously don't need a quarterback.
So.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, where would they be able to go and start?
Houston maybe, but you're just getting thrown into a shit situation at this point.
Houston's the only like immediate star.
But at that point, why wouldn't you keep David?
Maybe,
Davis is still on his rookie
maybe
deal.
Indy.
Did you see they just signed Jeff Driscoll?
He's been there.
Yeah, he
played.
played.
They just activated
played,
one
yeah.
of the 53.
Maybe Indy. Indy might be a plug and play.
I mean,
If they
yeah.
decided to move on from Matt Ryan.
But they still have Sam Ellinger.
Yeah.
Isn't this his rookie year?
But they already tried.
Yeah, but they already tried. And
Yeah,
Jeff
but he only
Saturday's.
got pulled
That's not his
because
rookie year.
Jeff Saturday came. Oh,
Yeah,
he only
he-
got pulled because Jeff Saturday came in and was like, clearly Matt Ryan should be starting.
Yeah, but if Jeff Saturday is definitely going to apply for that job.
Yeah, he wants that head coaching job.
Do you think he's gonna get it though?
No. I think that Jim Irsay would get fucking crucified if he.
The only way he gets it is if they literally win the last 4 games.
Yeah, they're
by
not
like
playing.
a large margin.
They're not playing enough.
They're not playing well enough under him either. Like,
No, which is expected, but it's like a trial.
yeah, but I mean, look what happened with what's his name, Pachacha. I'm saying that
Pacheco?
wrong. No, the Raiders interim last year.
Oh,
The Italian guy.
oh, I know who you're talking about.
Pachacha, Rich Bisaccia.
Pachacha. Yeah, bro.
Oh my God, Pachacha.
Bro, look what happened with him. Nobody expected them
Gracias,
to be nice,
muchacho.
and they made the fucking playoffs. Now, I get that was Gruden's team, but still, like,
Yeah, but they shouldn't have made the playoffs.
yeah, they shouldn't have. We shouldn't have made the playoffs either, and look what happened to us. We got trounced by Kansas City.
Yeah, so Jace, we're not really sure situation-wise how that'll work out, but I think ultimately we could see whoever gets taken by Houston at 1 probably getting thrown into the fire and starting
Or
right away.
Indianapolis, maybe.
I mean, depending on how the combine goes, I think Bryce Young is more than likely going to trend downward. I think Levis ultimately is going to start trending upward.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about him. Because Levis could be like a Baker situation where he comes out of nowhere and becomes the number 1 pick.
And I like Stroud to probably go right after Levis. Like he's clearly, I think.
They need me, no? Let me hit the combine.
I'm sure they would love to crack you.
Yeah, dude, your arm is bad.
My arm's not that bad. I got a little something in me.
Your throwing stance equivalent is Teddy Bridgewater.
I mean, he's in the NFL.
I mean, Yeah, but
he's in the NFL.
The comparison was long. That's just like the only
I
guy.
get where you're coming from, though.
Yeah. Who else am I going to compare him
Yeah.
to?
Maybe like somebody who's bad,
Like a
like
Pee Wee quarterback.
maybe like
Yeah, like right. Yeah, I don't know anybody
Maybe
Little
worse.
like-
Ryan Smith out there
Yeah.
somewhere playing
maybe
Pee Wee
like
quarterback.
Bandanucci.
Oh, he got drafted in the XFL, baby.
But he was also in the NFL, so
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe
XFL
like,
QB now.
yeah. he's
XFL
still playing
starter.
Pros.
see me at the combine, baby.
Shout out Jace. Definitely not too sure about who's going to be starting.
That's our
QBs
question.
next
Maybe
year.
closer to draft time, we'll be able to answer that for sure.
But I think we will see several QBs taken in the first round, as always, probably.
Yeah, they're all gonna have to wait for Caleb next year, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's the one that everybody
I think
wants.
Seattle needs to wait for him. I want to see him in Seattle so bad.
Facts. Shout out Jace. I already said that. We got another question. Chan, our boy Chan.
I want to hear what you think about this question.
Shout out Chan. I appreciate you swiping up on that fucking story. Hot take: Eagles are frauds. Jalen Hurts is not a franchise QB. Wow. Ooh,
That's wild.
I'm gonna have to disagree.
Well, you said hot take, no?
That is what he said. Hot take.
That is a very hot take.
I think the Eagles being frauds is not necessarily a hot take. I think this is a team that we see overpower the regular season that we could see fall very quickly in the postseason, especially just because of the way the Cowboys are trending right now. I think
2019 Steelers.
Yeah, good point. I do not think that Jalen is not capable of being a franchise QB. I think everything he has shown so far is, direct evidence that he is a franchise QB. He's improved drastically every year that he's been in the league, as well as college. He's improved every single year that he's played. He was really not that polished or good at the start when he was at Alabama, got continuously better, got his job taken by Tua, got better when he went to Oklahoma, continues to get better. He has made constant progress throughout every year that he's played
his
football.
Deep ball has been probably the biggest, what's what I'm looking for, like his best attribute this season that he's clearly gotten better at throwing the deep ball. Because I remember at first that was a big concern for him, being able to push the ball downfield without his legs.
Yeah, because all he could do really beforehand is RPO and then be able to, throw the short to intermediate
Still
shit.
wanted him in Pittsburgh, though. God, I wanted him.
And I think that Cooper is right. I think that it's really evident that he has taken the time to develop that deep ball, and obviously the acquisition of A.J. Brown all but amplifies that he has put in the work to be a better deep ball thrower. And I think we've seen that time and time again. They've fucking torched these teams deep down the field. And it's just really another thing in the bag of Jalen Hurts right now. He's so hard to defend because he can run, and obviously they're able to scheme around that RPO and the fact that he is a bigger quarterback that can do a bunch of things outside of the pocket. But now the fact that he's able to, have an extra facet and be able to really take the top off to these guys that got speed or, these mismatches downfield against a safety that's probably not as good in coverage, it's really going to pay dividends. I think moving down the line if they do make a playoff push, because we see these teams, bro, how many times can we reminisce teams having to run the ball over and over and play defense, and then they just take the top off for one score? And I think that is the type of thing that Jalen Hurts has worked on, to be able to make those game-changing plays, to either get back in games or get up early, or take advantage of last-second drives and get on top to win the game.
Yeah, and I look at their schedule right now, and honestly, their schedule hasn't been too hard, but it hasn't been too easy as well. So I would say they're probably right where they should be. I don't think they're frauds. I think they are. They look scary, in my opinion. I think they're really good, and I think if they go out and they play Dallas again the week after this week,
it's gonna be dope.
That'll be a big time game for both teams, because if they go out and they beat Dallas again, I think that'll just solidify really that they are the actual top dog in the NFC right now. They've already beat Minnesota. They've already beat Detroit.
Cowboys are going to win this game against
They've already
the Eagles.
beat the Commanders. They've already beat the Cowboys once. They've already beat the Giants once. All the teams that are kind of up in there, they obviously haven't played the Bucks and whoever else I'm missing in the playoff race. Seattle, Carolina's even in the playoff race.
They only have one loss, so they're doing their thing.
They're doing their thing, so I don't think they're necessarily frauds.
Oh, hey.
What do you think, Ed?
I think
I like
I think
birds.
Jalen Hurts is a franchise QB for sure.
Oh, yeah, I didn't answer that either. I think he is.
The improvements he's made, I've been watching, oddly enough, some highlights have been coming up on my YouTube, and just like the way that he's able to get some of these ball into like the tighter window now is it's truly impressive. Like he can run the ball really well. He can throw it in these tight spaces. Like you said, he can throw the deep ball now. So I think he's made the strides that they're looking for.
So nice.
Oh God, and it also does
So
help when
good.
AJ Brown is just on an island by himself.
Yeah.
But he's throwing these contested touchdown passes too, which is honestly like the most impressive thing because last year he was not making those. And so I think I don't think they're frauds. I think they're going to have a good year. And honestly, I think it's a team that truly is a Super Bowl contender and can go all the way.
Yeah. I think, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I think with what I referenced earlier, what we were talking about too, of the consistency factor, we've seen Jalen Hurts become very consistent week in and week out. And like, I think the question mark before was things like that, like the deep ball on situations. Like, is he going to be able to fit it in the tight spaces? Does he have the accuracy, consistency to be able to like continuously drive the ball down the field and make these plays and be the leader of the offense? Because we see him be a vocal leader and he's got all the intangibles. But now that he's really putting it together and like showing, damn, this guy's a consistent killer. Like he's out here to actually like get better every week and, you know, lead his team. Like, yeah, I think he's a dog.
Who knows a silent killer is Miles Sanders.
Low-key,
He's low-key pulled up this year.
Yes,
he
that whole
has.
team has, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. He's gotten shit talked for a while
team
too.
has, man.
Yeah, he's like a small little dude.
And
he
they're
just finds the
definitely
hole
in win. They're in win now mode without like abandoning ship completely, like how the Rams were. Like the Rams got rid of everything.
Hurts is still on his rookie deal. That's why they're getting all these people.
The Rams got rid of everything, and now look at the Rams. Like they are in shambles. The Eagles have a top 5 pick right now, and they're 12-1. Like, and they still have this crazy team. Like,
and they're signing free agents left and right. They just signed a new punter. They got Linval Joseph. They got Ndamukong Suh. They got fucking AJ Brown, obviously, in the offseason. Howie Roseman's a dog.
I think my favorite signing for them was the Bradbury signing. I think when they signed him, that's when I was like,
Oh, shit.
They are like, because you
Loading
already have
up.
Slay, who's he's obviously a dog. He's top 5 corner in the league. Sometimes you could even consider him the best corner in the league. And then you go out and get Bradbury,
who was incredible last year. Like, insane.
Honestly, he's been great. He was great when he played for Carolina too. Like him getting cut from New York was so surprising. I think
one
it
of the
was a
most
money
underrated
move, but
players in a while. Like, he's
100%.
super underrated.
He's super underrated. He's, in my opinion,
He's a number 1 corner, and he plays 2.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Like, as soon as they went out and got him, I was like, yeah, this team's going to be scary. Obviously, the A.J. Brown trade was like...
Yeah.
I think the A.J. Brown trade was more... We all looked at it like... Not like, oh, Philadelphia's loading up. It was like, what the hell is Tennessee doing? Like, and now look at Tennessee. They're imploding. Are they dead? Is Tennessee dead? Like...
They could be. There's rumors that Vrabel's going to go coach Ohio State.
Yeah, but Brian Day would have to leave, and what is he going to do? Where's he going to go? NFL?
NFL.
No way.
They just swap jobs.
No way, dude.
That'd be crazy.
No way.
That'd be crazy.
College, after the Urban Meyer thing, college coaches to me, the college and NFL obviously is a completely different thing. Nick Saban couldn't even coach in the fucking NFL. What makes you think? Not saying
Because he
what
has a
makes you
power
think-
struggle. He was talking to them grown men like he was a kid. He probably got pressed.
I mean, but yeah, look what happened with Urban Meyer. That was the same exact thing.
Exactly.
Like,
it's
is that
hard to
gonna happen-
transition
is
when
that
you've
gonna
been
happen to
talking
Brian
down
Day?
to people your whole life,
Is
and
that
then you
going to
go to
happen
the
to
NFL.
Brian Day?
He seems
Or,
more like a player's
Ryan
coach.
Day? Sorry.
He seems more like a player's coach, not like he's in control, but I obviously don't know.
Yeah, but would Braves want to go back to college? Would he want to go back to the college level, you think? He's already so accustomed. He was NFL Coach of the Year last year.
Yeah, probably not. Money's too
Like-
good, but it is crazy.
Like, Tennessee, I think, loves him. I don't think the Tennessee imploding is on Braves. I think it's more on just a trickle-down effect of, like,
Well, they fired their GM.
multiple things that have happened throughout the offseason, between the offseason and now. Like, the A.J. Brown thing, I think, is the icing on the cake. Like, you get rid of your quarterback who's already kind of a iffy quarterback.
Yeah.
You get rid of his number 1 target, like, and you draft somebody who you think is going to be able to replace him, like, who's been on and off the injury report all year long. Like, that to me that's a red flag in my opinion. Like, that's, yeah. I mean, it's a miracle that they have been able to get in this position now.
Miracle.
Because Ryan Tannehill, I think we can all agree, he's a good quarterback, but he's not a franchise guy. He's not going to take you anywhere unless you get talent around him.
Very Kenny Pickett-esque.
Okay, we can't say that yet.
My bad.
But yeah, no, I really do think that Tannehill might be time for Tennessee to move on from him.
Yeah.
And
I think they know that.
That's what's going to be a problem with Vrabes, because is Vrabes going to want to sit there and stay through, I wouldn't say necessarily a rebuild, but a new process of getting a quarterback? Because I think they have Malik right now, who they can obviously sit back and see what happens with him, but like,
Yeah, because he's already done it before. He got rid of
Yeah.
Mariota, remember?
That's right.
For Tannehill.
And Tannehill did look good those first couple years in Tennessee, but now it's like he's kind of one of those players where he got his deal. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to say he completely disappeared. Them getting rid of A.J. Brown, I think, again, is icing on the cake. Like, that made their offense one-dimensional.
Yeah, it has. And
And Henry's been getting smacked lately.
Yeah, you need those.
He's got a couple times this year where he's gotten hit.
You need those players to complement Henry. I mean, as much as you want to run him and take control of the game, you still need those. You need those threats to be able to pose him, and it's like on the outside and be able to give the threat that you can actually score another way. Mm-hmm. And with Treylon Burks being out with the injury, there's nothing much that they can do besides give the ball to Smith, Westbrook, Akine, and he's pretty good, but. I mean, he's not a weapon that you're really too scared of.
How disappointing Robert Woods has been this year.
He's been decent.
Coming off ACL, though.
Yeah,
he's been decent.
I feel like he's been so quiet.
Because, he's been quiet, but, like,
he was munching in McVay's system.
Yeah, he was a solid number.
He was a system eater, bro. Yeah.
It's funny you bring that up because I was looking at his stats last week, so I was going to pick him up off the waiver wire, and he hasn't been, like... He's definitely been quiet, but not like he's not showing up. Like every game, he's just like 4 receptions, 40 yards, like 3
He's
receptions.
not a feature guy in the offense.
Yeah, like he's not getting the ball because he always has like 3 or 4 receptions for like 30 or 40 yards. Like he just doesn't have any big explosive plays right now. And I think
that shows us that he's not the same guy after the knee injury. He's just,
which is unfortunate because he was a dog under.
He was eating in McVay's
system. Everybody eats in McVay's system though.
Facts.
Look at Baker.
Eating with Van Jay.
I want to talk about that too.
You love Baker.
I do. I'm a Baker fan. Do we have any more questions?
We got
it for sweeping?
No, we got one more question. We can hit this one quick just because I don't really know how the shout out Chan though. Appreciate that question. We're definitely disagreeing with you. That is a very hot take, I think, right now.
I think that's why it's a hot take.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll give him the benefit.
We're not getting on your head for sure.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Hey, for a hot take, it's not bad.
Now, Chan, if you reply to us and say no, that's what I think, then we're gonna come for your head.
Hey,
for sure.
Cooper
At least
will.
I will.
I got a question from our boy Andrew McCurry.
He's the only Falcons fan that I know, by the way.
Facts. I forgot he's a Falcons fan. Dirty Bird. Arthur Blank. You're a fellow Steelers fan, so I got proven wrong again. Andrew McCurry. Shout out, Andrew.
Go!
Which big name players do you think will get cut / traded in the offseason, if any?
Ooh, that's tough. That's kind of tough to think about right now, honestly.
There's going to be a lot.
That's tough to think about right now.
That's
tough.
100%. I don't really know what
tough to think about right now.
What the landscape looks like as far as free agency, but I think that
Josh Jacobs?
Yeah, but he's on the end of his deal.
Yeah.
So it won't really matter for him. Gino, if he fucking is asking for $100 million, I hope they fucking cut him.
I think these teams that we've
seen,
dude,
that's so ignorant. If that
the Rams, I think, are going to cut quite a few.
They're going to.
Yeah, you got kind of a hot take. I want you to tell the people your Rams, unless you've done it already. I think
I told them last week. Yeah, I think McVay is going to retire if Aaron Donald retires.
Yeah, but are they going to want to retire on this?
And then they're going to trade Ramsey. You're going to get what they can.
Full rebuild.
They need the full rebuild. Like they got to.
Hey, they could trade Ramsey to Pittsburgh. We'll give them.
If Stafford goes, McVay goes, Donald goes, and then they're all retired to get rid of Ramsey.
And hear me out for a sec. What if Baker shows promise under McVay's system, and McVay says, you know what, like
they're boys. They already said that they're boys.
They had that. They connected on the playing conversation back from the combine. So McVay had already seen what kind of quarterback Baker was. Like, what if Baker shows? And Baker plays your guy this weekend. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna be rooting for the Rams this weekend.
Rodgers?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they play the Pack.
Oh, they're gonna get smacked.
I don't know.
Pack after the bye week?
You're right. You're right. Okay. I'm open that Baker at least plays good though.
Dude, I just thought about sitting next to you on a plane. Jesus.
No, thank you.
Sideline banter. Throw me out of the plane, why don't you?
We've taken many vacations before. You've been fine.
My bad.
I've driven on every one, and we've survived the car rides every time.
Yeah, but that's more space than a plane.
Not really, if you think about it.
Yeah,
it's kind of the same. We're sitting in the same spot the whole time.
Either way,
when you're driving,
you
still got the
little
console. So you're saying the extra. So you're saying the extra, what is that?
Every inch counts.
6 inches compared to the 3 inches on a plane?
Some people would say 6 inches is a lot.
Bro.
Let's get back to the question. The question at hand, Andrew McCurry's getting neglected.
I love
who are going to be
question.
free agents? I do too. I just really haven't.
But that's like, I'm not in free agency mode right now. It's so, like, we would have to pull up a list.
I think that'd be like after the playoff has happened.
Yeah, we would have to. So we're gonna shelf that question because bookmark it.
We'll be back to it.
That's what I was looking for. Great question. I think right now we're in such like right now mode for football season. Like the only list of free agents I've seen is a running back list, and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, we'll definitely
like
get into it.
Saquon is going to be a free agent next year, and Jacobs
and Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard.
I think Tony Pollard's the biggest free agent running back. He has the least amount of wear and tear, and he's going to be the cheapest.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that kind of answers this question. Do you think he's going to be like the most sought after free agent next year?
Running back wise,
at least from what you know of at the moment.
Running back wise, 100%.
Because I can't even think like D Hop to me. He has one more year I think with the Cardinals.
Yeah, but I think he wants out.
That video of him and Bill Belichick was
sus. Cardinals fans are gonna see it tonight.
No. There's a video.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
There's a video.
He sent it in.
There's a video of D Hop and Bill Belichick meeting after the game, and they're like complimenting each other, and Bill's
mad respect, complimenting each other super subtly, like both of them know that they're mic'd up.
No, like it's and you pointed it out, and I went back and watched it.
D-Hop points his microphone and like hits it.
You can see him mouth. He definitely mouthed something. Like, I'm not being dramatic. He definitely
I'm mic'd up.
He definitely mouths. I don't know if he mouths I'm mic'd up, but he says like a couple like quick words because you see his mouth move, but you don't hear anything.
I think that's
he's
what
not. He doesn't cover his mic because he taps his chest because you can hear the mic going off.
To pick up the mic, and then he said something to Bill.
So was he like, I'm mic'd up, and then tapped his chest? Oh, yeah.
Well, because Bill went up to him and said like, he was just like, oh, you're so good, like you're the hardest working guy on the field, and D Hop was like, oh, I work hard, like I got that, and then like there was a silent, it wasn't an awkward pause, it was almost like they were kind of like, oh fuck, and D Hop went
they
like this.
Both looked at each other, and then like
you can kind of tell you could tell there was something that. You could tell
they
were
both on the same page.
Honestly, almost kind of like they caught themselves.
Yeah.
Almost like they caught themselves being like, oh, like shit, like
we can't do this.
We can't do this. I'll show you after, and if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's
you're gonna see it tonight. Go get Dave's Hot Chicken and watch it.
It'll be on Hard Knocks as well. But that honestly does ask the question. Like Mac Jones has been vividly frustrated with the offense this year. They don't really have a true number one receiver. Like.
Even so, I mean,
they have the draft capital to go out and get D-Hop if they really wanted to. It's more of a question, would the Cardinals trade him?
Does D-Hop really want out? Is that what we're saying, though? Like, and if D-Hop did truly want out, is he going to go to cold-ass New England after leaving Arizona?
I mean...
Bro, that is such a fucking downgrade.
To play under... But that conversation was not suspect, no?
100%.
Like, even D-Hop in that video, like... The first thing that I got was... I didn't even think about Bill. I thought D-Hop wants out. Yeah. As soon as I watched that video.
Facts.
Like, and I'm not trying to be, because I'm an open Cardinals hater on this show. We all know that. But I'm not even trying to I'm not even trying to feed into something that's not real. Like, this video was definitely
it was sus.
The way you said it, it's almost like they got caught in the act of being like, whoa, we got.
Al Bush, send us your opinion. We need to hear it.
I agree, but yeah, we're gonna bookmark that question, Andrew, because it's a great question.
Shout out Andrew McCurry. Great question. Either way, I think we kind of alluded to it just by the few guys we mentioned. Free agent frenzy this year in the offseason. We're going to have an episode about it. It's going to be electric. I mean, there is going to be new guys shifting teams. A lot of money thrown around with this new CBA deal, or not CBA deal, new media rates deal. Fucking big-ass contracts, and we're going to see a lot of teams, I think, load up, get rid of some draft capital to get guys to make big pushes. So I think it's going to be a really fun offseason of free agents, and we're going to revisit that soon, Andrew McCurry. So shout out for your question. But, boys, we can go ahead and move on if we want.
Thank you, guys, for another incredible week of Sweeping the Socials. We really appreciate all the fan love. Hit us up at _Sideline Banter on Instagram and Twitter. And again, at Sideline Banter on YouTube. Hit that like, subscribe. We're going to tell you that one more time before the show's over. But
post notifications. Turn them on.
We're going to jump into...
Jump on it.
An icy topic. Actually, a hot topic because this team is so...
Who are you, Shaq?
This team is so red hot right now.
Red hot.
People are thinking...
Who would you compare them to?
Probably...
What's red hot?
I don't know.
Cinnamon candy?
Oh, cinnamon candy, yeah. Cinnamon candy.
Ooh, Frank's.
Frank's Louisiana.
I put that on everything.
I put that shit on everything. You don't got to bleep it out. That actually reminds me. Did you see when they were talking about Jay Glazer's tweet the other day on Pat? Mm-hmm. And did you see it?
I don't know.
When they were talking about how Jay said he had COVID.
Yeah.
And he said, "Are you freaking bleeping me?" Yeah. And Connor's like,
"What is that?
You don't have to bleep freaking fucking me." And it took him like 5 minutes to realize that he was like, "Oh, are you freaking shitting me?" Yeah. That shit was so funny. But yeah, we're gonna say as hot as the bomb.
Oh, the bomb.
On the bomb on Hot Ones. The Detroit.
Shout out Sean Evans.
The brand new Lions.
Hey, trademark,
Pat McAfee show. But you know, when I say it feels like I can feel the energy. They really are the brand new Detroit Lions.
You're really stomping on your brother's grave, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I am, because the whole time we were making cannolis for Christmas, this guy the whole time. He's like, "Oh, we don't deserve to win. We're not good. We're a disappointment again." Every year. I love you, Connor, but Jesus, man, show some support for your squad.
I respect it.
Look, I get it because he's been a Vikings fan for a long time, and they haven't really given him the best years. But they're 10-3, 10-2 before the loss. Even when it was 23-31 and the Vikings were kind of starting to come back, he was even like, "Nope." He's like, "They don't deserve to win this game. They don't deserve it." And honestly, they didn't, because the Lions took care of fucking business.
Like they have been.
Literally like they have been. And
showed out again, and it looked like a 10-2 team didn't even join them on the field that day.
And here's what I want to ask the both of you: are the Lions just hitting a hot streak?
They're hitting their stride at the right time.
Are they actually making a change? Is this franchise actually turning around?
I think they are turning around, and I think a big piece of that is going to be Jameson Williams too. Mm-hmm. I think getting him back, along with Amon-Ra and DeAndre Swift, starting to look a lot healthier.
Amon-Ra is such a fucking dog, dude.
They're about to be.
He's
disgusting.
Ridiculous.
Could you imagine if they actually kept TJ with Jameson Williams?
Yeah, but that's what's kind of wild too. Like TJ was kind of quiet with them like this year. He hadn't really done much. Goff almost looks like a better quarterback without him. Like, I'm not saying Hawkinson was like I'm not saying Hawkinson was like the problem, but like it's wild how you take a player like that out of your offense and you
get significantly better.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
5-1 win streak.
5-1.
Jesus Christ.
I think that he wasn't
5-1, man.
He kind of outplayed himself from the standpoint as he wasn't needed as a focal point in that offense, but he still garnered the catches being an all-pro type of player, and he was kind of holding them back, I think. And, yeah, their coordinator, he is a fucking dog. I believe it's Ben Johnson, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, we saw him on Hard Knocks. He's a young guy, new cat, and he's really come in and made that offense very explosive. I think that we can argue. I don't even know if Jared Goff was this explosive under McVay when he went to the Super Bowl.
He's definitely looking like he's playing his best football since his Ram days, for sure.
100%. And I think just showing that Jared Goff has done it before and now is with a new coordinator in a completely new spot, and obviously a franchise that has been basked in poverty for the last however long, shows that he kind of is the guy that can do it if he's been able to carry them to this point and play this way so far. Go on this win streak. It shows that, like the Lions had referenced, he could be the guy of the future moving forward. And I think Jared Goff has outplayed, I think, everybody's expectations as well as the Lions' expectations of him this year.
Yeah, and, sorry, I blanked for a second, but you were saying the Lions are a poverty franchise. It's kind of funny because they're 6-7 right now. I went and looked the last time they won 6 games. And it wasn't too long ago. It was like 2017. They've been I think back in 2018, 2019, they went back-to-back 9-7 seasons. They haven't always been horrible. I think
they've always been the same old Lions.
They're just snake bit. They always somehow seem to ruin their season in some random way. And we've talked about it a couple times. Dan Campbell just seems like he's Dan Campbell, it seems to be the real
missing link.
The real missing link. These men believe in themselves. You can tell all these post game locker room videos that are coming out. You can see how much this team really really believes that they can win every single. honestly, name a team that the Lions couldn't match up against right now, the way that they're playing.
They're just really scary. Like every week we continue to struggle picking the winner for their game just because we really don't know what to expect, and they've just proven to be multifaceted. They can come out and kill you on the ground. They can come out and look explosive through the air with Jared Goff. They're playing rally football on defense ever since they got rid of that DB's coach. They have young studs that are
Poor guy.
Yeah, for sure.
People are literally looking at that like as if he probably was like the problem.
Holding them down type shit, yeah.
Dude, and what's even crazy is on Hard Knocks, remember Chase and him had like... Chase was like talking to him a lot.
Yeah,
and, like,
you're right.
He seemed like he was going to be a coach that like was important just because they were following Chase a lot and they were following that coach a lot, and then you hear that he gets fired. It's like...
Crazy. I wonder what Chase thinks about that situation. Shout out Chase Lucas.
Yeah, shout out Chase Lucas, another AZ legend.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're a very scary team just because you don't really know what to expect, and they have so many new pieces that are really gelling together at the right time. And they've been something that you've just taken. They've been a team that you've just taken lightly in the past. So I think preparing and playing the Lions is just a situation mentally that's a little bit confusing. Like on the schedule, this was a team that you would kind of look at and be like, okay, this is maybe not going to be our hardest week. You know, I can let my body develop or rest a little bit more during the week. Maybe I don't have to lift as much, you know, little things like that. And now you're looking at the Lions like, fuck, I got to have to be ready for a war on Sunday because they're going to bring their all. And this team is literally ready to run through a fucking steel plate for Dan Campbell. And they're putting it on the field.
They're not running through nothing steel. Especially if it was made in Pittsburgh, baby.
Yeah, because it'd be covered in doo-doo.
Yeah, with the stinky
Doo-doo towels.
No, I think the most important thing with the Lions, too, is how explosive and how dynamic their offense is. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what keeps them in these games, honestly, is their ability to make those big plays now. And
because their defense was statistically bad.
Yeah, it's still the worst in the league. They have given up the most points per game.
Yeah.
And they're still 6
winning.
and 7.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous. Like, even after starting 1-6, like, they found a way to win 5 out of their last 6 games.
And I don't think that would have ever been our expectation at the beginning of the year, is that we would have said Jared Goff and this offense explosively is winning games for this Lions team. Like, I definitely would have referenced or believed at that point when they hired Dan Campbell, if they were to go on a run, it would have been defense-driven and that they would have been winning these really close games down the wire that would have been like 10-7, 10-13 type of thing, not 34-23 to the Vikings who were 10-8 or 10-2 before. Like, that's a really impressive way to go out and just put points up at home against a team that you're expecting to go into a shootout with the best receiver in the NFL who went the fuck off in that game, by the way.
Yeah, and a lot of their... Yeah, he had like 226 yards.
Insane. He's a different breed, bro.
I think he's like 480 yards away from Calvin Johnson's record.
Yeah, he's the best.
But yeah, a lot of their losses this year, minus like probably 3 of them, they're all one-possession games. Like,
yeah,
they lost to New England, obviously 29-0. Cowboys 24-6, but Miami they lost 31-27. Bills 28-25.
That Eagles game at the beginning of the year, you remember that?
Yeah, they lost by 3 points, 38-35. Like,
yeah,
they could easily be an above 500 football team right now, and I think that's what not a lot of people are realizing. Like, everybody's kind of so shocked about this 5-1 run that they're on, but like I said, they could easily be 7-6 or 8-5. Like,
which is why they're scary. Is they're finding ways to win and putting it together at the right time. They're really hitting their stride, and now that's why teams are like, oh, fuck, like the Lions could be a real deal if they've really figured out how to squeak out wins and, you know, nut up or shut up in these close situations at the end of games.
Yeah, no, the Lions are definitely I hope that they pick up that last playoff spot. It's going to be interesting because there's going to be 2 massive storylines now with, can Geno lead the Seattle Seahawks to the playoffs, or can Dan Campbell and the Lions find their way into the playoffs? Because them and the Commanders and the Giants and the Seahawks, they're all kind of fighting for those last couple spots. And we'll look at the playoff picture here shortly. But yeah, it's going to be interesting down the stretch to see what. We're going to say something, Evan?
Yeah, I thought you had something else to say.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, I'm calling it now. The Lions are going to be in a must-win game situation.
They'll probably play on Super Wild Card Saturday.
It's going to come down to like a field goal.
Yeah.
And Michael Badgley's going to miss it, baby.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Heartbreak?
Oh, yeah.
Heartbreak?
Yep.
I think either way, with that prediction, hitting the Money Badger with his
what's up with that? Why is he hitting every kick now, though?
Because he's not on the Chargers, dude. It's what happens. Look at Young Ho Koo. Happened with him.
He was on the Chargers?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was on the Chargers, and it was his rookie year, and he was electric.
Yeah,
Then he started playing like poop, and now he's on the Falcons, and he's good again.
Here's what I want to ask. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, before you go, I was just going to say, I don't know about you guys, but I think from my standpoint, I would say that the Lions are my favorite team to watch besides my own team this year.
Oh, 100%. I think
all their games are exciting. Their defense is bad, so their other team is putting up a lot of points, and they're going to put up a lot of points too. And they just play hard, a lot of emotion, and I just I love to watch them. They're really fun to watch.
Play with nothing but grit, man. Man, Lions, man, they're a great team, man.
Yeah, cut the Cardinals shit and put them back up for real.
Seriously,
yeah.
Bro. Well, we'll talk about the Cards.
Imagine going on this run with them right now through Hard Knocks.
That would be insane.
Instead, we gotta watch the shitty Cardinals.
We gotta watch the stinky shit Cardinals.
Tonight's gonna be sad. Watching Kyler tear shit and then whatever else happens behind the scenes.
Well, they're gonna talk about D-Hop's mom, which will be like a tearjerker thing as well. Like,
too bad they don't have the curriculars that happened today with Steve Keim.
They might.
Taking a leave of absence.
Yeah, but that's like, they were talking about it on 98.7 when I was on the way home.
You love that, huh?
What?
He loves Cardinals radio, bro.
Bro, look, it's a fucking radio station that talks about sports. When I don't want to, you're telling me
defending himself so hard.
You're telling me.
Yes.
Apparently,
that every single time you get in your car, you want to listen to music every single time.
No,
but that's what I'm saying. So
when I put on Pat or YouTube.
When I don't feel like listening, but I've already watched Pat. You
haven't watched enough of the pod.
When I drive to work in the morning, Pat's not on, and when I leave work, if I'm not going to the gym, if I'm going to the gym, I'm playing music. But if I'm coming straight home, I just put 98.7 on because I want to hear what's going on. They talk about more than just Cardinals.
Listen to the Travis and Jason show. I love it. Shout out New Heights podcast.
But, yeah, they were saying on the 98.7 today that like some of the stuff they can't actually say is wrong with him because it's like legal. Like it's like they can't just come out and say, "Oh, this is health issues." Like I think it's like a HIPAA violation and it's like
he smoked meth.
That's probably why they said it was a health related violation.
Illegally, like they can't legally they can't come out and say like, "Oh, this is what's wrong with him." Like unless Keim is like, "Yeah, you guys can say what's wrong with me."
Or there's a conspiracy that the Cardinals just injected him with snake venom, and that's what they said it was, and then he just passed out.
I would hope not. But T's and P's to Keim.
Yep, Adrian Wilson is gonna do his job while he's gone.
But I do want to talk about the Cardinals now, real quick. Do we think Kyler obviously gets hurt? He's gonna be out for probably
ever. Justin Vaught said today he wouldn't be surprised if the last game that he plays as a Cardinal. He would not be surprised if he doesn't see Kyler play another game as a Cardinal.
Like saying they might trade him?
I don't know.
Well,
he didn't elaborate, but I agreed with him. What if Kyler gets fat? He just plays video games during all of his fucking.
I mean, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna play nothing but video games.
What if he gets fat?
I mean, that's all I would do if I was a multimillionaire and I had an ACL injury that I couldn't do anything. I would. This guy would be playing WoW all day.
Hey.
WoW and League. I was about to say in League, right?
Well, I have COD too. I just haven't gotten on it yet.
Hey, he's waiting to break.
But so Kyler's obviously gonna be out these last 4 games. He's probably gonna be out, depending on his rehab, the beginning of next season at some point.
8 months. He's not going to come back for a while.
Are these last 4 games without Kyler, are they going to be a fair assessment in regards to whether you keep Cliff or not?
He should already be gone.
Okay, so that's you're very firm with you. We've already seen enough from him this season, even though considering Kyler has been kind of he's only missed 2 games, I guess, up until this point. But
how would it be a fair assessment of Cliff if he doesn't have a starting QB?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
no.
Do you think Cliff? Do you think the Kyler injury almost kind of saves Cliff's job in a way?
No, I think it more so makes his bed. It's like, okay, you don't have the opportunity to save yourself anymore. We're at this point.
So you're thinking because of the injury now, it's like the organization can kind of just make any decision they want at this point. Like they could go both ways.
But I don't know because I don't see what the benefit is of cutting your coach that you've already had build foundation there when your quarterback's injured and he's not going to play. So that's a very big question mark too. But then it's just like, what do you do in the offseason? What are your intentions with the next season? If Kyler's not going to come back till halfway through the year, what are you going to do without him for halfway through the year?
Well, let's look at the schedule the rest of the way.
No.
They play...
Let's not.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, why? What's wrong?
They're going to lose them all.
They played Denver this weekend.
L.
You think? Even if Russ doesn't play?
Yeah.
Yeah. Their defense is insane.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
against that Cardinals team who can't fucking score score.
Yeah, this might be bad.
Colt McCoy, no.
This might be bad then. So after they play Denver, they play the Bucks.
L.
Depends on how they look, but I think it's an L.
I think it's an L as well.
Is it in Tampa?
It doesn't matter. It's
Yeah,
at
they can't win a home
Arizona.
game.
Oh, it's an L then for sure. They've lost 12 of the last 13.
Their
at
last four, or sorry, they split 2. So, they're at Denver, they're at Arizona for Tampa, and then they play the Falcons after Tampa. I think that's a toss-up because depending on how well Riddler's looking.
I agree.
It's Ritter.
Ritter, sorry. And then
Riddler's
Fucking
playing
obsessed
football.
with Batman or some shit.
who?
The Riddler.
Oh, whatever. I thought you said Pac-Man. Dude, this fucking chair, bro. I hate this fucking chair.
Yeah, Pac-Man.
So we got Broncos. We're saying it's an L.
Yep.
Bucks, maybe, but leaning towards L.
Yes.
Falcons, too far to tell.
Who cares?
They tie.
And then last week, Niners. That's definitely an L.
For sure.
Hold this.
Brock Purdy, is that at home?
At Niners.
Damn, that would have been
That
sick.
would have been sick.
Brock Purdy homecoming.
I mean, he'll play if he's. We got a lot to talk about in the offseason with Brock Purdy, but could he be the Niners?
They're going to get in the playoffs first.
Could he be the Niners starting quarterback?
We're gonna
next
see.
year?
He might win the Super Bowl. What if he wins the dude?
If he wins,
I could see him winning the Super Bowl.
If he wins the Super Bowl,
That would be insane.
do we have a Brady situation again with Purdy? Not obviously saying
Oh,
he's
yeah,
Tom
you
Brady.
run it
Not
with-
obviously saying he's Tom Brady. I'm not saying he's Tom.
No,
I'm
you
saying
run
the
it.
Situation.
Yeah.
The situation.
Yeah, if
Run
he
it.
wins the Super Bowl, you have to keep
Run it.
Yeah.
Like, do you trade Trey Lance away, or maybe trade Garoppolo and
think Trey Lance
keep one of them?
Well, Garoppolo is not a trade situation.
Oh, yeah, he's on a
up.
contract. Yeah, you're right.
Trade that motherfucker out.
I think they regret drafting him big time.
I think so too.
I think they regret drafting him big time.
Already, you can tell.
You can kind of tell on the sideline too. They showed a shot of Purdy last week, talking to I think it was their OCE or the quarterbacks coach, and Trey was like kind of standing there like trying to get in the conversation, and like, I mean he's injured, so obviously they're not gonna fucking be like, oh Trey, like come on over, like, but you could tell he was kind of like
Yeah.
trying to like get in on the conversation. Yeah, like.
I heard his ankle was fine, and they put him under and just fucking hit it with a baseball bat while he was getting his X-ray. And
Like, no, you're not.
yeah,
Like what they did to Vaughn.
you thought that hurt? What about this, Vaughn? Sorry, shout out King Vaughn.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, Brock Purdy is better than Trey Lance. Hot take. I don't give a fuck.
he might be the best quarterback in this draft.
And Kenny Pickett.
For sure.
You guys are so ignorant, but okay.
It's not the will of the man. It's not the skill of the man. It's the will of the man.
What is that?
Brock Purdy's got the will.
No, but what is that? What does that sound so familiar? Is that Sylvester Stallone?
No, it's that TikTok of like. the
Oh, Morgan
motivational
Freeman.
guy.
Oh, Evan Gilbert.
Evan Gilbert.
He said that. But all right, well, yeah. I think we've covered enough, huh? Do we want to jump into the playoff picture a little bit? I know you wanted to talk about that 7th seed for the AFC.
Interesting.
It is very interesting.
It is wild. We got a 3-way tie between the Patriots, the Chargers, and the Jets.
We do.
All sitting at 7-6 right now. I think the Patriots are currently in.
Patriots are in right now.
Situation.
Patriots are in right now.
Between the Patriots, Chargers, and Jets, all sitting at 7-6. Currently, the Pats have the tiebreaker. But, interestingly enough, the Pats' schedule is looking mighty tough. They've
What's their schedule
got
look like?
the Raiders
Could
at
be an
Las
L.
Vegas,
Could be an L.
Bengals at home,
Could be an L.
Dolphins at home,
Maybe.
and then they play at the Bills.
That's an L. They just got swamped by the Bills
That
last
is
time they
3
played.
tough games out of the last 4.
The Dolphins game, I think,
Could go either
situational.
way.
What'd you say?
Said it could go either way.
It could go either way.
Yeah.
Because Bill with the Jets and the Dolphins still seems to have their number, even though the Dolphins over years past have always split games with the Patriots. The Bills to me is an L. The
Yeah.
Bills, Bill can't seem to beat this new Bills team in my opinion.
That'll be interesting though, Mac Jones.
Unless the
versus
Bills are
Tua.
resting, but Bills could be playing for the top spot at that point as well.
Yeah.
It could be. The Chargers' remaining schedule, we play the Titans at home. It'll be a tough game,
It'll
but
be a tough
I
game.
think we can win that.
But I think
Yeah.
you could win, yeah.
At the Colts, I think we win that.
That's a dub.
Yeah.
At home versus the Rams, which is a home game for both
The Colts
teams.
is totally a game you guys would drop though.
It definitely is.
Yeah. Baker.
I think we beat the Rams.
Yeah, me too. Battle of LA, though.
Yeah, Battle of LA.
Never know.
See what fans show up. What if it's just an empty stadium? Like
it's just all Raiders fans either way.
Yeah. It's just Raiders and Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
And then we play the Broncos at home.
That's a dub.
We already beat them once this year.
But they could get hot. They actually showed some signs of
They
life.
looked really good
They
last
play
week.
the Cardinals this week.
I think just to be devil's advocate, we say they win the first 3 and then they lose to the Broncos, putting them at 10-7.
Titans game is one that
Not bad.
The Titans game worries me the most about your guys' schedule.
Yeah, Derrick Henry's going to run
Because
down
the
our
Titans
throats.
won the running game,
And they're coming off a loss, and you guys are coming off a win.
Yeah.
and the Titans are considered dead by a lot of people right now, so they have something to prove.
Yep.
Right.
Like-
and I think there's going to be a lot of
They have a lot to prove being a division leader that's in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
facts.
there's a lot on the Chargers defense too. Did they actually play a good game against the running back, or
Yeah.
was it a
Yeah, but it's hard to
What
gauge that
Chargers
against.
defense are we going to get?
It's hard to gauge that
Exactly.
against Derrick Henry because he's just so good. He's
Yeah.
so good.
I
just
think it'll be a shootout.
I just think that their system, the way that they wear on
Yeah.
Derrick Henry and they're lean on your offense doesn't, or your defense doesn't match up well.
Okay,
against
so we'll
that.
say even if we do lose the Titans game, that still puts us at
You're
9
2-2.
and 8,
You're
and
2-2
we're
the last
still-
4 games.
Yeah, and we're still ahead of the Pats.
10-7 sounds so much better than 9-8.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but the Pats, in my opinion, I think drop a couple games too. But they hold the tiebreaker, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We'll see.
it could get interesting.
It's gonna get dicey.
But we do have one more team.
And then we got the Jets, baby. We got the Jets going against the red hot brand new Lions.
That's an L.
L
For sure.
They played really well last week, though. The Jets did against the Bills.
Yeah,
They showed up
I think
against the
Lions
division
take that.
opponent.
I still
but yeah.
think, I think the Lions
I
take
think
it still.
Lions take
Especially
it.
with the Mike White injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest question.
If Zach Wilson plays, it's for sure an L.
Aiden Hutchinson to get a sack if Footsteps Flacco plays, that's for sure.
Oh, I'd give him 2 sacks for sure.
Yeah, it's-
he's such a dog.
He's a
right
dog.
now, yeah.
He's really
dog.
turning it on, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Conversation of DPOI?
Rookie, maybe.
Yeah, defensive
Maybe.
rookie.
Other than him, it's definitely him and Sauce.
Yeah.
I think he's got
Sauce
potential
has been
to do
quiet
it.
lately.
I think it depends on how they finish too.
Yeah.
And then we got they play at home or they play at the at home against the Lions, and then they play at home against the Jaguars.
Oh, man, that's tough.
T-Law's cooking.
T-Law is munching right now.
But, I don't
At
know.
home against the Jags, so they play
Yeah.
at MetLife.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they can do it. I think their defense is really, really stout right now, and that's
Yeah.
a team that the Jaguars don't really want to see. I think Trevor Lawrence obviously isn't really good under pressure, and Quinn Williams has really just been getting to the quarterback nonstop. But the Jags do have a really good offensive line, so I think that's a really good game. I
that'd
think
be a good
honestly,
game to watch, yeah.
yeah. But it depends.
That's a toss-up.
Depends who's
It's
playing
hard to pick
quarterback
right
for
now.
Jets.
Yeah.
Each week, it's going to really vary, in my opinion.
Depends if T-Law is still hot, too.
Yep. You
We
really
got
never
them
know.
taking 1 L, potentially another L,
So, yeah, potentially 1-1, potentially 2
and then they play at Seattle.
That's tough. They're honestly all 3 of these.
Geno
games-
revenge game. That's an L for them.
Oh, you're right, huh? Yeah, that might be an L. Yeah, that's an L, I
Yeah.
think.
I'm going L.
Yeah.
And then they play at the Dolphins.
L.
Depends who shows up.
It's L. That's an L, I think.
So they have a rough path.
Right now, the Chargers look like they should.
Yeah, they
be
should
the
do
ones
it.
to take the last
Both
spot.
of those teams, honestly, all 3 of those teams are kind of in different positions because the Chargers look like they've found new life with their offense finally being healthy. The Pats have been kind of wishy-washy, but the Jets have kind of seemed to go. They've lost 2 straight now. Like they've seemed to kind of be falling apart a little bit.
Yeah.
I
So.
agree. So I think the Chargers might be squeaking into a playoff run here, and we might see Justin Herbert for the first time in the playoffs, baby. That's
Oh my God, that's crazy.
that's
They hasn't been
exciting.
in the playoffs yet.
If we can cap off the season with just 1 playoff game,
Yeah, but that will probably
I think it'd
save
be
Staley's
interesting.
job.
which is unfortunate, but
Hey,
you know, you
rather
gotta do
see
what
your
you
team in
gotta
the playoffs.
do. Yeah, I'd rather see Justin Herbert actually get in the
I don't
playoffs
know.
for once.
Sometimes.
I mean, he ruined it for us last year. At least do it for him once.
Yeah, you're right.
I think the Chargers need to get in.
Well, hey, while we're talking about the playoff picture and who these teams are going to win, let's get to the picks for Week 15, huh? We got a lot of
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, let's strap them down.
we got
I'm
a
down.
lot of exciting games this weekend.
some juicy ones.
I got them pulled up.
Oh, you
I'm
got
ready
them
to
pulled
go.
up.
So we got the fucking fiery red hot 49ers with Big Dick Brock Purdy about to fucking go in on Amazon Prime Video Thursday night. They're going to be playing against the Seattle Seahawks, who just came off of a very bad loss. You don't like to see it. It's a divisional game. 49ers going into Seattle. I think it's going to be interesting. The environment definitely going to be crazy. 12th man. Brock Purdy's going to be out of his element. I think if he goes into the 12th man and gets a win, it says a lot about the type of quarterback that he is. But I think 49ers are riding really, really hot, and I think the Seahawks need to bounce back here in the division. They usually play each other pretty tough either way. They'll usually trade. I think I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
I'm kind of feeling the same way. You got Kenneth Walker coming back this week, possibly. I think it's trending towards that way.
Really?
And I think he's a key reason why they might have lost, because Travis Homer back there, I think he had 10 rushes for 58 yards or something. So they didn't really have a ground game. And I think Geno is definitely grown to where he knows what mistakes he made in the last game, and he's not going to repeat those.
I like that.
So I'm going Seahawks as well.
Ride.
I'm going to go Niners.
Fair. Self-explanatory. It's
a safe pick.
Best defense in the league. Playing really, really well.
I've made a lot of ignorant picks this week. I got to catch up. This year.
Fair. I just think it's a Thursday night prime video. If this was the game that Brock Purdy wouldn't be prepared for, it would be this one on a short week. He hasn't played a Thursday night game before. I think I'm just going to roll with it. This might be his game that we look at it and say, is Brock Purdy human? Because he might throw a bad interception this game. He might have a bad fumble. Something might just not go his way because it is Thursday night. So I think we can see anything happen. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. Who did Spence pick?
Spence picked the Niners.
All right, fair.
Oh, before we get to that, Spencer's UFC Player of the Week. Juju Smith-Schuster, baby. Big time win against the Broncos. Had a touchdown, had a couple really nice receptions. Starting to really, eat in that Chiefs offense. Good.
Settle in very nicely, honestly. It's proven to be a great pickup for them.
He'll be primed and ready to go when he comes back to Pittsburgh.
Not going to happen. All right, boys. I don't know if they had a bye last week. I want to say they did. Indianapolis trash bag Colts. Who cares? They're going to go ahead and go visit a team in Minnesota that just came off of a rough loss.
Minnesota. Give me Vikes.
Yeah.
I'm hammering the Vikings.
Vikings bounce back win. Shout out Connor. Shout out Sam Coleman. We like it.
Jay Jettis goes for 300 yards this game.
He could.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. Or maybe Stephon Gilmore takes it personally, locks him up.
Nah.
Well, I will tell you guys this. We're clean sweeping the Vikings if Evan picks the Vikings.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Give me Skull.
Clean sweep. All right, so we got the Baltimore Ravens. Did they play last week? These are on Saturday, folks.
Yeah.
These are Saturday.
We have 3 Saturday games.
Let's go.
So this game, that was the day game on Saturday, and then we got the afternoon game. Yes, we got the Baltimore Ravens coming off of a gutsy win, AFC North rival. It was Steelers week last week, and they got out of there with the dub.
Unfortunate, but
sorry, Mr. Doo-Doo Rag. They're going to go in after this win, and they're going to go play the Browns.
Keep disrespecting the towel. Cowboys are going to lose by 40 this weekend.
Yeah? Yeah, fat chance.
We'll come back to this.
Stinky Ravens have another AFC North matchup against the Stinky Browns. So we got Deshaun Watson playing a tough divisional game at home. And I don't really know who to lean this. Which way to go?
I'm picking Ravens.
Ravens?
For sure.
I'm going Browns.
Picking Ravens.
I think I'm going Browns too.
Yeah,
Ravens got a very close win last week. I think the Browns finally clutch up, run the ball on the Ravens when it gets tight, and they're going to get the win at home.
I don't know if you guys have been watching Deshaun, but I feel like he's starting to show little glimpses of what he used to be.
Fuck Deshaun.
I think this might be a game where he fully breaks out, and we just see the Deshaun Watson we've been waiting for.
Fully breaks out of what?
He's got that
jail,
towel
maybe?
on his back.
I mean, somebody had a towel. He said towel on his back, and I said jail. That's fucked.
So that
Spencer
was
picked the Browns. We got a clean sweep of the Browns minus me.
Ooh.
I picked the Ravens.
All right. Well, makes sense. They beat your team's ass last week. Anyway.
By 2 points?
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
Weird.
Hey, win's a win.
Weird. That's weird.
Trubisky
2 points, Miko's an ass beating.
Yeah, what's up with 3 interceptions?
Dude, he fucking sucks. I don't know. I don't want him. I don't like him.
You have a Trubisky jersey.
I don't have a Trubisky jersey.
Right
You're
next to your
such a
Deshaun
liar.
Watson jersey.
No. Just like me saying you have a fucking Jalen Hurts jersey. Or a fucking Taylor Heineke jersey. Or maybe a
just got delivered.
Danny Dimes jersey. Oh, I hate that.
Jalen Hurts is a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Oh, God.
That's right, baby. He is going to be coming to Dallas here soon.
Yeah, and he's going to be fucking dropping 40 on your team next week.
Okay, you're ignorant. Okay, anyway, actually, it might happen. We got Miami Dolphins coming off of an L Sunday night to the Chargers. They're going to go in and take on the Bills on Saturday night, who just came off of a really close, hard-fought divisional win against the Jets. So another divisional game, and I think I'm going to have to go ahead and go to the Bills. After the
Bills.
After the performance the Dolphins put up and the Bills being at home, I think that they're going to squeak out another one.
This one's tough.
I could see a bounce-back game for the Dolphins.
I could see.
Yeah, but they're going to Buffalo.
Yeah, and the Dolphins already beat the Bills this year in Miami.
Ooh, yeah. Give me the Bills then.
It's got to be.
We're clean sweeping.
You got to go Bills.
Spencer picked the Bills, too.
All right, boys. Well, I don't know. I just found out that really conceptualized that we have football on Saturday and Sunday for NFL, and I'm pretty fucking hyped.
I'm lit.
And we get to focus on all the games. It's really going to be fun.
Be a good time. I got to do some Christmas shopping Saturday, unfortunately, but
Hey, Sunday's going to kick off with a pretty good matchup. That guy we were just talking about, Jalen Hurts, MVP candidate, 12-1 Eagles, are going to go ahead and go into Soldier Field. I believe the Bears are coming off of a bye week. I'm not sure if we'll see Justin Fields, but they're going to be rested and somewhat healthy in comparison to what they were previously. But Eagles versus Bears, I think we all know where we're headed on this one.
Eagles, for sure.
Yep.
Yes, Eagles.
Not as good of a
the
game.
Bears.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I was going to say. That would have been a fucking power move. All right, guys. Another 11 a.m. game on Sunday. We got the divisional game, NFC South. Not a very good matchup here. We got the Atlanta Falcons after they just said that they had benched Marcus Mariota and he has left from the team. They are going to go ahead and
Is he getting knee
start.
surgery?
Yeah, they're going to.
Said today.
They're going to start rookie quarterback Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati against divisional foe the New Orleans Saints, who also just picked up our guy, Benjamin today off of the waiver wire, who got dropped by the Texans. So we might see.
Interesting. After Pierce just got hurt.
Yeah, we might see a Benjamin sighting for New Orleans. Who do we like? Saints at home in the Superdome, or do we like the Falcons to come in there? Ridder to get his first win.
I think Ridder. There's something that I always liked about Ridder coming out of college. And I think he's been kind of sitting patiently watching this Falcons team struggle. We've said it a couple times, like, why hasn't Atlanta turned to him once yet this year? I think he's been waiting patiently. I think he's going to come out and he's going to show out.
All right.
Interesting. I'm torn.
I'm really torn on this one as well.
I'm torn.
If it helps you guys, Spence did pick the Saints.
I think I'm leaning towards the Saints.
So am I. Saints at home, defense is better. Falcons just with the loss of the quarterback. I'm not sure if they'll be able to put it together.
Yeah, I think Chris Olave is going for 100+.
Ooh. Who's throwing him the ball, though? Red Rifle?
I mean,
probably Andy.
He's low-key good enough that it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, he is really good.
He's kind of broken out a lot this
Three
year.
best rookie receivers in the
He's done a lot.
NFL this year. Where are they all three from?
What are you trying to say?
They're all from Ohio State.
Yeah, this guy says he's an Ohio State fan, apparently.
I like him.
It's news to me.
Oh.
No.
He said no.
No.
You've always known that, Evan.
So I think, I'll go Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think I know where we're all going with this next game.
We got the red hot Detroit Lions.
Brand new Lions.
Going to go ahead and travel to the New York Jets, who coming off a tough loss to the Buffalo Bills, as we already mentioned. And the Lions put up a lot of points and got a really clutch win. Give me the Lions.
Give me the Lions as well.
Yeah, it's clean soup with the Lions.
I think it's also more.
I think we just want to see them win so bad.
I think it's that, and I truly think the Jets are dead. Like I think,
Whoa.
I think they.
Hot take.
I think they had their moment. I think they're making big improvements under Saleh, but I think they've just had too many problems now with the quarterback position. It's too inconsistent.
Fair.
I just a team like that, they're not going to do much in the playoffs. So, like in my opinion, I just feel like they're dead.
All right. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers coming off a tough divisional loss to the Ravens, like we had mentioned. They're going to go ahead and go play the Carolina Panthers, who come off of a crazy win
Against Seattle. They're still in the playoff picture, which is incredible.
Yeah, Geno threw some bad interceptions. We saw J.C. Horn make an incredible play, kind of blossoming into the player that we wanted to see.
That interception by him was honestly just more of an incredible play by him. You can't even really put that on
He
Geno.
played both routes. He played the fucking flat and he played the fucking deep third so beautifully. It was crazy. I think we're seeing to see that defense kind of pick up the slack just because they know they have to right now with the struggles coaching-wise and the fact that their offense isn't really going to do much no matter what. Don't think they have enough to beat the Steelers, and T.J. Watt, if he comes out hot, I think he's going to make it miserable for whatever quarterbacks he snaps for the Panthers, and I just don't think that they
Yeah, you already know who I'm picking.
have enough to put it together. Yeah, 2 5-8 poverty franchises meeting in this game. Give me the Steelers.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here. I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
Upset alert.
I could definitely see.
That's not an upset alert. You just said both teams are 5-8 poverty. How is that an upset alert?
I mean, the Panthers are barring none a bad team, like worse than your team.
They're both 5-8.
Yeah,
you're really putting your guys. You're saying you guys are equivalent.
No, but I'm not saying we're equivalent. But it went from you saying it's a poverty 5-8
yeah, obviously
game
I'm
to
gonna say that
the Steelers are gonna lose, and you say it's an upset.
Yeah, it is.
It's not an upset.
I think the Steelers should win.
You're just degrading your team by saying it's not an upset.
I'm not degrading my team. I'm just saying it's not an upset if the Panthers win. The Panthers are more hot right now than the Steelers are, for sure.
All right. I would say it's an upset. But
I'm still going with the Panthers, so.
Run it.
Let's run it.
Oh, you already know who I'm picking.
Who'd Spence pick?
He picked Steelers.
All right.
So we got an oddball here.
All right, another 11 a.m. game. We got America's team coming off a fucking big dub in the Battle of Texas.
The Chargers?
Panthers are actually favored in that game, by the way, by 2.5.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys going in, play the Jags, who come off of a good performance last week. I don't know. This is an interesting game.
I want to pick the Jags so bad.
In Jacksonville.
I want to pick the Jags so bad.
So do I.
Not out of spite for the Cowboys. Like, I just think...
I think they could do it.
Yeah, I think T-Law's playing good. You know what? Fuck it. I'm picking the Jags.
Nah, I'm sticking with the Cowboys.
The line is only -4 for Cowboys.
Ooh.
That's
they gave -17.5 last week, and look what happened.
You're picking Cowboys?
Yeah, I'm picking Cowboys.
I'm going Jags.
Cowboys.
That defense is just stout, man. I mean, how can you pick against that defense?
Facts. I think
especially with Travis Etienne not doing shit recently.
I think that we have to be able to nut up and take care of Lawrence.
Yeah, I think you guys will be fine.
Spence picked the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So I'm by myself on that one.
Good. All right. Last morning game.
This is obvious. Come on.
Yeah, we got
the going to talk about this.
Yeah. Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Houston Texans.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep. Chiefs.
Yeah. All right.
Chiefs.
This is a fucking shitter and a half, if you ask me. 2:05 on Fox. We got the Arizona Cardinals, who just lost their quarterback for the remainder of the season. Took a big fat L to the Patriots on Monday Night Football. They're going to go travel to Denver, Mile High Stadium, to play the Broncos, who actually showed signs of life and a little bit of click on offense last week. Still have a stout defense. I think that they give the Cardinals fits at home. Give me the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm going to go Broncos.
Give me the Broncos, unfortunately.
I'm going to go Broncos. Spencer went Broncos as well.
Sorry, Cards fans. I just don't think it's you really have what it takes right now to pull together.
Season's over.
Season's over.
Yeah.
All right. That team that we just referenced that beat the Arizona Cardinals on Monday Night Football, Bill Belichick and the Patriots, 7-6, going to go ahead and head to Las Vegas to play the Raiders, 5-8. This is an interesting matchup. You got Josh McDaniels playing Bill Belichick again, and I think that's the biggest storyline. Bill Belichick knows exactly how to stop the Raiders. Give me the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm going Pats.
I want to pick the Raiders so bad.
Patriots know it's must win as well.
Raiders suck.
It's must win for both of them.
Yep. Patriots know. Bill Belichick is a better coach than McDaniel.
Spencer picked the Raiders.
He's a bot.
Yeah, if Raiders lose this game, they're out.
That's fine.
Like they can't win.
That crybaby Derek Carr can show us what's good.
He can eat shit.
Hey.
Give me the Pats all day long.
I'm going to go Patriots. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right.
You said Spence picked the Raiders?
Yeah.
What an idiot. Dumbass.
You got another afternoon game. That team that we were referencing.
This is the toughest game of the week.
Has to make a stride in the division to show that they are worthy of being the playoff spot. We got the Titans taking on the Chargers that got the win on Sunday night.
You can arguably say that for both teams.
Yeah, it is true. It's a very must-win situation for both of them. Definitely need a win to be able to solidify themselves. They're in a little bit of a different stance because they are going to win their division, I think, no matter what. And you guys, I don't think, are going to win your division. No, you're not.
No.
We're not beating
No,
the Chiefs
not
out.
a chance. Have you guys played the Chiefs? Oh, you guys played the Chiefs twice already, right? Yeah.
So, I don't know, guys. Do you guys play good at home? I
Played at home last week, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
We play good at home.
I think I'm going to probably lean towards... Spencer picked the Chargers.
I got Titans, sorry.
That's okay. I could see us losing, but I think we'll win this game.
Derrick Henry, big game. I think I just I got Vrabel over Staley, and I got that team preparation coming off of a loss.
I think it's going to be a very pass-heavy game for us and a very run-heavy game for them. And I think I just like our pass game more.
Fair.
Mainly because last week, Derrick Henry had 96 yards and a tutty
in the first
quarter.
Yep.
And then he finished with 121 yards and 2 fumbles and 1 touchdown.
He was held to like 2 yards in the second half.
You going Chargers, Evan?
Like, that's ridiculous. Absolutely, I'm going Chargers.
I'm going to go Chargers as well.
Nice. We're all picking our teams. I'm taking Vrabel and the Titans.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are going to, honestly, piggybacking on what you said. I think now that they have a healthy offense, I think we're going to see a much different team.
I think so.
Chargers are favored by 3.
I would have said like 1.5.
All right. Cincinnati Bengals coming off of a big win last week. They're going to go ahead and play the Buccaneers, who took a big fat L to the 49ers. And this is an intriguing matchup. The Buccaneers need to win to really take another step in that division, just because it is so close, a battle of the bad teams there. The Bengals are kind of running away with their division, I think, at this point, depending on the Ravens, but they're just so kind of depleted,
They're
I
both
think.
9-4, I think. Yeah.
They're depleted at this point with injury-wise. I think this is where the Bengals need to really take advantage of their position and assert dominance. I just think the Buccaneers looked too bad last week to show. I think you got to give me the Bengals.
I'm going Bengals as well.
Bengals.
Yeah, we're clean sweeping. Spence picked the Bengals as well.
All right. Sunday Night Football, boys. I'm not gonna argue. Not really a good game. We saw them play, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. It was a tie.
And it was a tie game. 2020 wasn't too exciting. No weapons for the New York Giants. They're going in to play the Commanders at home.
Did they win last week?
Who?
Giants?
No.
They played the Eagles.
Oh, that's right. They lost to the Eagles.
Commanders had a bye?
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Commanders at home.
Give me Commanders as well.
Ooh. Yeah, I think I like the Commanders more.
Clean sweep.
Tie game, last game. Yeah. They're at home now.
And the Giants have just been on such a huge downturn.
Yep. I think, all the primetime games are really bad.
Damn.
Yeah. Monday Night Football. Los Angeles Rams, they had the magical Baker Mayfield win on Thursday Night Football. Threw that game-winning touchdown to Van Jefferson. They're going to go into Lambeau Field to play a 5-8 Packers team that absolutely needs a win, favored by 7. There's no way that Baker wins this game. He's only good on Thursday Night Football. There's no way the Rams go to perform in Lambeau during the winter. Aaron Rodgers is going to have the long sleeves on. I like a big game from Rodgers and the Packers.
Yeah, I like Packers as well.
Monday Night Football.
I think I'll take the Rams.
Insane play.
I truly think the Packers are going to win, but I can definitely see the Rams.
I can see the Rams winning as well because
24 degrees is what the weather's like.
I really want to see Baker. I want to see Baker succeed, but I think the Packers will still win.
Yeah, put me down for the Rams.
All right.
Shake it up a little bit.
Those are our picks for the week. Let us know who you guys think is going to win. We're going to post the games again before Sunday starts.
Yeah,
like we've been doing the last couple weeks. Thank you guys for listening. Of course, as always, follow us at _Sideline Banter on Instagram and Twitter. Turn the notifications on. Hit us up whenever you think you want to come on the show. If you got a question for us, or if you just want to, give us an opinion on how you think the pod's going, or something that we might have said that might have irked you the wrong way.
Yeah, we need some new guests. Hit us up.
Yeah, we need some new guests. Hit us up whenever. Follow us follow us at Sideline Banter on YouTube as well. Hit that like, subscribe button. Thank you, Evan, for joining us tonight as the guy in the chair.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Miss you, Spence.
Miss you, Spence. Hope you're having a good time. Weston, thank you for another fantastic episode. We appreciate you guys all for watching, and we hope you guys have another fantastic Saturday and Sunday NFL football. And don't forget,
eat your Dave's hot chicken.
Eat your Dave's hot chicken, baby. Thank you.